Hello, ladies
Wait,
and
thank God there's
gentlemen.
barbecue sauce on his titties?
Damn it.
I mean,
Fuck
it's
the
a
both of
feature.
you. Fuck
It's a
the
feature.
both of you.
Love you too, buddy.
Anyway, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the operating theater. I am your lead physician this evening for another fantastic surgery and exploratory surgery into the wildlands. But, of course, I have my co-doctors and my helpers here. And we shall introduce them at the end of the game, as we always do. But first, a couple of quick announcements. Yes, I know I'm starting a little bit early, but mostly so I can get the announcements out of the way, so everybody can skip ahead to the top of the hour, so basically 6 minutes or so in, and we'll be able to see the gameplay. First things first, once more, we are back with Harper Region, a medieval Pokemon RPG. I have been a member of this site for many years now. My first character, Lucas, unfortunately died a horrific death of immolation by his own hubris and a shift tree. I have been a member of this since 2017. God, what is that? 5 years? Jeez, 5 going on 6 years, man. And I love it. I love it here. But my poor dog Pokemon trainer, my rogue, died a horrific death and didn't have many dog Pokemon.
Sadly, he had a rough life.
Shut your fucking mouth. God damn you.
I asked my dog how his day was going. He said rough.
Fuck the both of yous. But, as you can see here, if you do come to the Harper region, my characters, Mr. Walter McGinty, a rogue, Howell Maddox, a handler. He is a old, grizzled, tribal, Welsh tribalman hunter. Marie Leon, a order rogue. Basically a rogue with a big posse backing her up. It's kind of like the mob. She's in the mob. And then my brand new boy, my wide-eyed, heroic, knight-loving boy known as Rory Hughes. And he is a guardian, a knight, or rather a knight in training, as he is only just now getting his first assignment. Him with his little Litleo named Arthur. You have many amazing features of building a character here in Harper region. The appearance, the personality, the history. It's basically like building a D&D character. And you get to choose some aptitudes that you're good at. For instance, observancy / perception, Pokemon battling and battle tactics, and weapon proficiency swords. Because yes, the humans can fight just as easily as the Pokemon can fight. And of course, you can also pick things you're bad at, for those of you who like creating characters with flaws. Rory's a terrible fucking liar. He's so bad at lying, he might as well just always be telling the truth, because it's not going to work anyway. But he's also, Mr. Chivalrous, Mr. Knight. He'd make some paladin a fantastic squire. But I'm super fun. And, this site does reward based on the skill of your writing. So, if you are a better writer, then you can certainly actually physically see that evidence. Because they give you more rewards. Or in your character resume, they give you more starting gold. And it's fantastic. Of course, you always start with a base set of everything. A weapon that fits your character class, armor that fits your character's class, and then, your Poke card, which basically is the Pokedex, your 5 Pokeballs, your 3 potions, and your 2 rare candies, along with 3 random berries. You also get a choice between three choices for a starter Pokemon, a Pokemon that will fit your character's personality, a Pokemon that will be the direct opposite of your character's personality, and a random, just, here's a grab bag Pokemon. You always get the Pokemon you want, as well as their primary or secondary TM set, the abilities that you want them to have, if they have more than 2 abilities listed in the Pokédex. And of course, you also get a Pokemon egg that you can hatch as you play the game. Ultimately speaking, it is a very fun, immersive way to play Pokemon. The only negative is that it is a text-based forum RPG, and it is not for the... you need to have at least a high school level writing ability, if not greater, to really enjoy the Harper region. But if you're struggling to get some practice as a writer, there is no better place to learn.
Hell yeah, go write those poke essays.
That's what I've been doing. I've been doing my travels thread, which is unique to Harper region. It is a thread. It is your Pokemon story that is written with a mod. And they write your story with you. They call it a travels. For instance, Rory's travels is right here. This is his first post in the in his travels thread, and he will kind of see what I choose to interact with. It is D&D as all hell, and I truly love this place. Despite all the sadness I've had, as some of my characters have died, as some have lost limbs, it's heartbreaking and it's frustrating, but at the same time, if you love Pokemon and if you love, the medieval concept in D&D, Harper region is the place for you. But without that out of the way, we now return to the Wildlands. Very specifically, we return to the nation known as Nest, the natural empire of Sky and Talons. We return to their island of slaves, Slave Isle, as it's so properly named. And we come to the quarry. The quarry has a problem in the form of grabbers.
Big fucking worms.
Welcome to a continent where people are literally slaving away.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
But the grabbers are preventing people, tunnelers, grabbers, whatever you want to call them, are preventing people from shipping the goods that the quarry has mined up to the Blackbird Village so it can be sent back to the rest of the Nest. Unfortunately for the town of, for the quarry, this could very well spell their doom, as the,
Shut the fuck up, Tyler.
apparently they can see you.
They love you too, brother.
Welcome to those of you watching, and thank you for being active in chat. It always makes me happy to see people active in chat.
Aw, we have fellow degenerates, hooray!
What the dude, are you okay?
Jesus. But
God, okay.
having killed a couple of grabber tunneler babies, and then seeing the huge monstrosity that is the big tunneler, you found out that Sir Duke Wesselton, though, everybody calls him Weaselton, he is the culprit for selling these eggs. Unknowingly so, because he did not understand what they were. He just thought that they were pretty looking rocks. Or maybe geodes of some kind. Who knows? But these creatures apparently were mined up and brought to the surface. So, with that, we funnel back in with our party being in the quarry, and I believe enacting a plan of how they were going to go tunneler hunting.
Right, darlings. Me and Auria were going to get fuckers to dig, weren't we?
We were going to get some plans going, yes. We wanted to dig a nice little pit just inside the stones, or set up a nice flare of spears. We're gonna get a worm to hop onto it.
Yes, we are, and I'm going to be a distraction. This is going to be fucking marvelous.
So you're gonna be yourself, nothing new.
Exactly, darling. Oh, we were going to talk to the armadillo man,
Which armadillo man?
the boss man, armadillo man.
Love this random
Boss
Texas
armadillo
accent.
man.
Yes, the boss armadillo man is
To
known
get
as.
some help with the digging. I don't remember his name. I'm sorry.
I just go through all the trouble of creating these amazing NPCs, and nobody remembers their goddamn names. You're worse than my own father.
I have
reason to
ADHD.
use
I'm
handouts.
bad at this. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Yeah, why didn't you give us more handouts, bitch?
Oh, hey.
I expect you to have the memory of a 5-year-old.
Mr.
Hey.
Hello, now.
It's a 6-year-old.
But his name is Remy.
Remy. Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
Me and Auria were going to talk to Remy about getting assistance on digging a trench, I believe.
Yep.
Alrighty. Dig a trench. Dig a trench now.
You're the boss.
But so the slave speaker is easy to find. He does not hide where he is, and his house is pretty obvious to anyone looking.
Knock on that door or frame. Don't know.
It's a door. It's an actual door. Do.
Yeah.
Now hold your horses there. Hold on. I'm coming.
I grab Auria by the arm. I'm holding my owl. I hope that's sufficient.
Ateras looks over, looks at the door, grabs out the piece of TNT they're holding. I'm holding a spicy candle.
Oh, no.
Is it dinamite? Is it Italian?
Dinamite.
May just goes, put that away.
But what am I supposed to hold on to?
Me. I won't mind.
And she grabs his face.
As best you can.
I kind of don't feel it. I have cracks.
Yep. I mean, it's.
Oh wait, you're a plumber?
No, I'm literally coming apart as the years go by. I have cracks.
Aren't we all?
Me more than others.
God, it smells like fried chicken in my house, and it's fantastic.
Right. Oh lord.
But the door opens and Remy appears, the armadillo. As he looks, it's you guys. Well, what can I get for you?
Figures.
Well, yes, Remy, darling. There is big fuck off worm-like thing that is getting at your shipments. And we're trying to solve the problem. We need to dig a trench.
A trench, you say? Oh, very well.
From what we've come to see, the thing can only really burrow in the soft dirt just past the bedrock. If we can get a nice little lair dug, we can probably get the worm to jump up into it and trap itself in a pit full of spears.
Oh, now there's an idea right there, I tell you.
And the bait will be yours truly.
Oh,
I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
Oh, I see now, huh? Well, if you can keep them off us, then I don't see why we couldn't assist.
Yes, fantastic. And I just whisper into her, I think we're giving this poor armadillo some trauma.
And he just kind of thinks for a bit. Yeah. So you promised to keep that there varmint away, and we'll go ahead and help you out. That sounds fair to me.
Indeed. We need to get our companions to help, because only two of us won't be much of a guard.
Oh, of course not. But yeah.
If you have other tools like this, holds up the dynamite again, we could use that greatly.
Oh, dynamite is a rarity. They don't give us much of it for obvious reasons. But I mean, I'll see what I can find.
Well, any explosive material doesn't need to be dynamite. If ingested by the little quote-unquote critter, it would do some damage to his inside.
I mean, that there's fair enough. Very well then. Give me some time to work some things out. I have some folk ready to help by the afternoon. I think.
Wonderful.
Lovely.
Oh, Terra, I'm going to gather the others. You survey the terrain, all right?
I also have an idea. I'm gonna pull the
do
two
tell.
giant Dinosuka scales I still have in my bag. Do you think these giant things would make good harpoon tips?
Them's from them Dino-sukis, yeah?
Yes, quite a large one that was blocking the river.
Well, I don't know about spear tips. It's not very sharp, but I can tell you what, they make great armor. You can make a good-sized shield out of that.
Lovely. Now, who would I talk to about that?
Oh. Unfortunately, I don't know that we had nobody who can do that here. Tara might know something about armor. After all, she's a pangolin, so you know she armored a little better than me.
Lovely. I'll ask her after we murder the worm problem you have.
Right. Oh, Terra, darling, I also think that probably we should wait until we find a place with a proper smith to do this. The old woman might be a bit flustered to your questions.
Well, don't you go upsetting Ted now.
Why does everyone think I'd be upsetting? I just speak honestly.
Well, just don't you go upsetting Tad now.
And probably Meredith can help you with that. Thank you, Callie.
I do want to pet the cat again.
Yes, let us gather our companions. And with a spring in my step and my pimp cane, just again, I always fake a limp. Never let them know your next move. I just walk back to they were at the tavern, right? Or not tavern.
The cubby.
The cubby, yeah.
So as you make your way back to the inn, which is known as the Cubby, Meredith and Teardor, what are the two of you doing while these two are away?
If I remember right, last session we devoured a wonderful meal.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yes.
yeah.
Trying to beat Teardor at cards. Couldn't do it, mate.
So, yeah, if, it could be the end of that, or, whatever else you'd like to do.
Uh,
I
will-
don't mind just finishing up eating, because like in real life I'm making food right now.
Sure, so that's a good point to kind of... So, I guess you see, like, the remains of, like, the shell that had been broken, the pseudo-rock. Wonderful feast laid into, because I rolled stupid high.
indeed you did.
And, yeah, probably some left over, I would think, if with that kind of roll.
Oh yeah. There's enough for another dinner at some other point in time.
I'm going to very carefully make sure my egg is stowed properly in my bag away from everyone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's easy enough.
I will
Very
have a
just
pet
really-
tumbler and none of you will eat him. This
I mean,
game will be Billy.
You have a guarantee that I will eat.
Yeah. Meredith merely just points at the meal and... welcome. As you're going in, May, the cat kind of just raises one paw, like blocking the doorway. Lets Altera go through, but just kind of...
As soon as Altera gets through, stops, turns around, and just immediately starts petting the cat.
cat paw being pet on the other side, just happy for a second, but still like...
This is like complete prolonged eye contact, no blinking.
Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact.
Prolonged. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
And I
Yeah,
just gently with the handle of the cage just put the paw out of the way and go through.
It happens, mostly because Altera is giving them scritchies. It seems like a fair offering. Somebody making up for your, faux pas of showing up.
This relationship is either going to end with me or the cat dead.
Yep. he likes you a little bit more since you took care of his girl.
Right, darlings, Theodore Meredith. Hope you had a fantastic meal.
It's
Theodore,
wonderful.
you're
You should try some
can't
witchcrackery.
eat.
Oh. But you can't taste either?
It's, no part of that system is here.
Did you smell?
Surprisingly, yes.
And it doesn't smell good. Right? She's a little confused.
It smells delightful. However, no taste.
The old cat says you need to learn how to eat. He says
I'll
that
work on that.
Yep. He says you're an inferior man without it, so.
Not a man, darling. Anyway,
Oh. Oh.
not a woman either.
Her confusion only grows. And you see her, like, make a motion with both of her hands and then put it together. Oh.
I'll explain later. Alright,
Oh, the
darlings,
coin.
Tyrador, stop making that macaroni and cheese.
It's,
You already
no,
ate.
It's got hot Italian sausage.
What's Italian?
I don't know. Butcher wouldn't say. I'm gonna imagine it's a spice.
The meta is so real right now.
Right, darlings. Remy is going to provide us with people to help us dig a trench and pit. However, we need to keep any possible critters off them.
Oh, me and the old cat can do that. We are the best watch guards.
I was hoping all of us could do it because, if the big mama comes earlier, we
Then
might
we
need
kill
to
it
improvise.
She says, she says, looking over at the old cat, whose eye is just staring through the doorway.
I am with you all the way.
Well, that's a simple answer. So, do we go now? I've been well fed, and
What time is it?
It's only about 11 in the morning at the latest.
We have until early afternoon, correct?
Yeah, he said he'd get to you like early afternoon, like 1 or 2.
Alright, we have until early afternoon.
Meredith, do you have any ideas for these? I shove the Dinosuchus scales in front of her.
She's gonna like tap on them a little bit, you know, kind of figure it out.
Well, I mean, the Dinosuchus wore them as armor, and they look like little scales. I could, give it an attempt. But I'm not so good with leather so much as I am metal.
I wonder if we might be able to fasten them onto the saddle for your cat.
He would look magnificent.
And it might add a bit of durability.
Well,
And if you need any beautification,
I mean, he's very touchy about that.
Looking at you, kind of like, if he knows you did it.
We could tell him that I did it.
He is sometimes sharper than that.
You just see the cat outside, kind of rolling, playing with a butterfly.
oh, if I deem it so, the cat won't know it's me.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, let me take a look. And let me look at my skills. I thought I had tailoring, which might apply here.
It certainly could.
I do have a tailor's kit, yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a tailor's quick querying. Let's call that intelligence.
Intelligence?
Oh,
Alright. Not my
Meredith,
best.
You look radiant. Meredith, you look radiant today. You can do this. Guidance.
Nice. She, kind of straightens herself out and, you know, looks a little smug. Alright, so... Well, that's a 20.
Roll that D4, bitch.
21.
By the way, did it show up?
Yeah.
There you go. 21.
Yeah, he had that.
Blackjack! But, with all of that being said and all things being equal, as you take a look and...
I shall be a
Jesus Christ, my phone. But as you take a look and as you're looking, you know, the things over, there are ways you could implement this as barding if you so desired. The only problem would be you would need either a very hot needle or a very sharp, extremely sharp needle, because the hide itself is very tough, and so it would be really hard to get binding material through the plates and link them together. Though you suppose if you tried to fuse them to leather through some means of adhesion or superheating, that might be another alternative way to go.
Could I, well, most tailor's kits have a hole punch, which is actually a little bit more designed for that.
You may certainly give it a try.
Yeah, if I started with that, and if that doesn't work, I have smith's tools, so I could probably get a needle high.
Yeah, you're certainly welcome to make the attempt to get into to hole punch these. That would be a tailor's tools check, querying strength.
Alright, tailor's tools with strength.
Work those scales, go. Guidance.
Strength. And
Also, DMs, if I might humbly make a piece of advice here, I do find that it is very useful to allow people to roll a tools check, querying a certain skill, or rather attribute, because everything's a little different. But it's a fun way to make tool proficiencies frickin' useful.
Yeah, I did have a question. Since I had proficient, I know how to make disguises, so I know how to sew a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Could I help her?
I'd let you give her advantage because you actually do, know something about sewing and.
Made all the outfits.
So do you want me to take the 17 or reroll?
Yeah, no, we'll let you take the 17.
All right.
I was
that's
just
a
doing a little
21
bit
then.
of explanation there for our
No, I
new
think it's a good
DMs.
thing. In
I made
Victor's
the
guide,
outfits
there's
that
more
everyone's out.
more in-depth rules about using your skills too with your tool proficiencies. Definitely look that up.
Indeed. Xander's guide has a ton of fun rules and a ton of rules that just are silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still don't think highly of its armor thing.
Yes, but no nerfing
Punish
the
the
marshals for
one
the Cali
class.
Cat.
No, but it's punished the one class that isn't Dex
Nope. But
for
anyway.
some reason.
With a 17 going to a 21, another blackjack. Sadly, it's only 6-5, not 3-2.
Also the fact that it's the card-based character that's giving you the 21.
I love how Crowlot immediately now just gets the joke.
Was anyone playing the royal match at least?
No. No royal match. They were playing Blazing Sevens, but no royal match.
A lot of them.
But anyway, casino humor aside, thankfully, you are able to hole punch. Your hole punch surprisingly durable and surprisingly effective, even for scales that are as thick and as armorous as they are. You're actually quite impressed with this.
Thick, is it? Well, I'll tell you, Alfred. It's not half as thick as my.
Stick is mad.
Anyway, moving on, Jeeves. With the holes punched, however, you are able to start binding them together, if you so chose. This will take you some time. This is not going to be a slow process or a quick process. This is a slow process. It has taken you and your fellow here. It will take you guys about an hour to successfully punch all the holes that you'll need.
Well, that's not too bad.
Yeah, we still have some time, so.
All right. So for the next hour, that is what Meredith and
Go
our
ahead.
Aetherborn
It's
are doing.
name of a fucking month. Come on, you can do it.
Oh, right, May. That's right. Short for mayhem.
Yeah.
I takes a minute, man. You come up with wacky character names.
Yeah.
Wacky, waveable, inflatable arm, flailing tube man. What?
Maybe. Gender maybe.
But
Yes.
Teardor and Altera, what are the two of you doing during this during their sewing time?
Mac and cheese.
I'm gonna take a look at my egg and see if I can make sure it's gonna be a bit more comfortable, so I can figure out how to get it to hatch and hopefully tame a tunneler.
Sabaton.
Roll me a nature check.
Nature, normal roll, go. Fuck me.
This egg is unlike any egg you've ever seen before. It's more like a rock than an egg. It's very pretty, very intricate, but it's very strange, and it's a little frustrating.
So
I'll go
while
to your
you're
doors up
sleeping, while you're sleeping, it hatches and just goes. Fuck.
It's a
Teardor,
possibility.
what are you up to?
Eat mac and cheese. To be truthful, not very sure. I think I'm gonna see how many times they fuck up while trying to make this into armor.
Fair enough.
Kind of my counting game right now.
After I've done my looking at the egg and everything, I'm just gonna sit on Teodor's shoulder.
I mean, he is strong enough to support you.
You perch on the bowl. You perch
Yep.
on the bowl.
Pretty much.
I have no recollection of what any of your characters look like.
I'm the owl.
Yep.
It doesn't help though.
I mean, so that's kind of it though. It's like he's literally an owlin. He's a owl person.
He's a bird boy. Or girl. I don't know.
Technically female, I believe. Yeah.
The answer is yes.
I am the being of pure magic that has no features except eyes.
Yep. And we have Meredith, who is our Fae, who looks mostly human, except for a few quirky features.
Yep. Ruined wings, you know, the works.
And
if you really want to know what I look like, it's on the map. Just zoom in on that bitch.
I mean, you could share it in art. You big old fool.
I don't know where the fuck it is in my folders.
I don't know where it is, man.
That sounds like a
I don't know.
you problem, White.
Yeah.
But of course the as for the Snick lady, you have Azoralin, Mr. Eric's character. She is a Naga snake lady, and so do with that what you will.
The internet already has.
I mean, I'm sure.
We don't
that
need to
she
discuss what the internet's done with snakes.
I'm just gonna say that Auria, if the mood swings, they might be eating each other.
But so you watch them, for the better part of an hour, and it doesn't, it takes them that time, but eventually, the two finish their work. And as they finish their work, they have the outline for their Dinosuchus armor, and are basically ready to go on to the next step, which will take some more time. Now, time is something that they technically have for now, but it will take several more hours depending on rolls and checks and things.
Yeah.
But
At this point, I've gotten bored, and I'm going to go fly around and find out the best area to make our trap.
roll me a perception check then.
Perception.
Perception? Is not bad.
17.
So, with 17, outside the quarry, there are a few places that you would think to kind of go. Mostly, the best place for you, honestly, is nearby the road. Mostly because you're like, that's where they're coming from, that's where they're hanging, so, will want to do it there because they're already fairly familiar with that place and won't want to, venture into uncharted territory. There is you wouldn't call it a round off. You'd call it more like it's a patch of like where gravel and dirt meet. It's almost like a gravel pile on the very outskirts of the town, clearly where they dump their gravel waste material. Big old like dunes of gravel just all over this place. You're thinking this might be the best location right outside of this for what you're looking for. Mostly because while the gravel is unsteady footing at the best of times, it's also, enough rock and enough, rocky material that they likely won't want to burrow through it. And will offer you guys kind of a way to retreat, as it were.
Right.
But you guys can, make it happen. And there is a little stretch that, because you want this thing to kind of jump between the two sections of dirt. There is a kind of, there's plenty of clearing where you can, kind of set this up. You will have to move the gravel on at some point, either to like in the pit to help stabilize the spears, or just away in order to kind of encourage the creatures to come towards you. But can be done. But other than that, that's kind of what your hunting entails. Is there anything else you wanted to do as part of this investigation? Anything you wanted to try and scope out?
I wanted to try and figure out if I can get a guesstimate of just how big the worm is.
How big? Yes.
So, go ahead. Roll me a... What do I want to call this? Let's call it a nature check.
Natura. Fucking.
So, I believe the answer is yes.
So, it's interesting. Because of the fact that you didn't see the entirety of the body, it's very hard to guess. However, you are definitely sure that it is long, and it is at least a third, probably a fifth of its length in girth. That's mostly how, worms are kind of measured. And then you're pretty sure it's a heavy son of a bitch. Like, you're guessing, like, elephant weight.
Well, if this heavy son of a bitch knows how to use its hips, she ain't complaining.
But then again, you're like, it's also a worm. It can't be that big, And maybe I'll just eat it. I can eat it.
Worm stew.
Fucking birds.
And now I'm off to go get spears.
Alrighty. As things kind of continue on, Theodore, you're the first to notice when the slave speaker starts to come back. And he comes back, and you can see him walking up to you and where your group is, Theodore, and he just kind of, hard at work, I see.
Indeed. Wipes non-existent.
Yep.
He
Continue eating a bite of mac and cheese.
I was able to round up some diggers who wouldn't mind assisting you, but I do have to warn you that if any of them should fall to harm, that it would be a negative on any future assistance.
That's fair.
Well, it is fair. However, any more worm attacks and non-distribution of shipments would also be a negative overall to this quarry.
Well, that is true, but there's still not... We're not heroes.
It sounds as if Nest is going to come down upon you either way. No offense meant, but you are in a situation of desperation, no?
You actually see Remy kind of shrug. My dear, I would prefer the sweet instantaneous oblivion that would be the firestorm that the Nest would bring down on us than being digested by worms.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I have been in service to the Nest for longer than you've been alive.
He merely nods. The old cat rolls his eyes, being this ancient spirit he is.
How many diggers did he bring?
He's got about 8 of them.
8 of them.
Mhm.
So, well, I can say 5 of them.
And he kind of if you can distract the worms, digging is not a problem. I and Terra have a little bit of magic that can help in this regard.
I will make it so.
We will guard you, and I will do my very fucking best to try and distract it.
Oh, good. Good. I recommend, let me put this as nicely as I can. You are all seemingly, for the most part, nice people. Stay out of the way. If you want to hold Doug, leave it to the professionals. We need you to protect us, not dig a tunnel with us. Fair enough?
I was not planning to dig. So, yes.
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh.
You've already said you plan to be distraction, so we believe you. But, as for the rest of you, he kind of looks...
I'll help dig.
That is what I just said not to do. And he baps you with a walking stick.
I'll help dig.
You'll only get in our way.
I'll dig off to the side.
Dig your own hole, Theodore. Don't bother the nice diggers.
Yeah, I'll dig off to the side. My own little hole.
He just
That's the best. That's the best you're gonna get out of him.
He just kind of wanders off. Well, at any rate, and he kind of thinks, I can do this maybe thrice before I tire. I think she can do it once, and then molding the earth will be the best we can do. Very well.
Roll Avatar: The Last Airbender sequence.
You joke. But they're ready if you guys are.
Yeah.
All right.
Like I said, I'm out getting the spears for the trap.
I mean, we can sharpen sticks. We can sharpen wood.
So where are you going for the spears? I wonder.
He's exactly right with wooden spears.
Oh, okay. So you're just gonna find some sticks.
Yeah, some thick sticks and sharpen them.
All right. I mean, you do know that Wesselton has some sharp gear in his inventory, though most of it is crap.
And I think we can trust anything coming out of Wesselton.
I mean, fair enough. But he was told that, he has to assist you in some capacity.
Yeah, so might as well fucking shill him.
Yeah. Might as well. Let's do it.
You alight on where Wesselton has kind of set up his stand. You realize it's like right in front of the sheriff's steps, so that way he can run inside the building in case of scary minotaurs again. But as you land, he goes, "Oh, what do you want?"
Well, I'm here for your part of what you're supposed to do, and help us. Just be glad I'm not making you dig with everyone else. You just have to get sharp sticks.
Sharp sticks!
What else is the worm supposed to impale itself on?
Rock? I don't know. What I know? What I know from sticks? Well, then again, he kind of thinks. Sure. I can get you something sharp. Like, you want spears and, like, things like that?
Yes, that would be wonderful. Then we just have to get it placed in the hole that's being dug now.
I ain't doing none of that. But, I can get you... Ooh. Think. I can get you something.
You can only count to 10 at a time. Give him a bit.
I don't know how good the repair they're going to still be in, but I can promise you they're sharp. And made of metal, at least at one end.
That would work just fine.
Alright then. And he kind of puts a little close sign. That little close sign on the top of his... little stand, and then he walks away. Did you want to try and stealthily follow him, Mr. Rogue?
Yes.
Make sure he's not fucking running.
I am going to do the exact thing that I should be doing as a stealthy owl, and I'm going to just hover above and slowly follow.
Roll a stealth check with the advantage. So,
19.
you are able to... You're able to follow after Duke, and he doesn't know you're there. He's not looking up. You watch as he goes over to a side of the quarry, looks left, looks right. He then
Looks back, doesn't look up.
pretty much. You'd actually be surprised. Human beings, they don't tend to look up and they don't tend to look down, mostly because we don't have predators coming from either direction.
Also, but the fact that he lives where the pressing force is mainly birds, he doesn't look up. He's just an idiot. He's just an idiot.
He takes out a little stone, carving, and he scents. You can watch him put his nose like directly on a side of the quarry wall, and he mutters something, and you watch as from his body a yellowish phantom sinks into the object that he's holding, and then you hear a couple of faint musical chords, and then he presses it to the side of the quarry, and you watch as a doorway opens. Just perfect door, just... and he slips inside. Do you try to move in after him?
I'm gonna try and swoop in as quick as I can without getting caught.
Dexterity saving throw plus a stealth check.
37 throw.
Face plants to the door.
And stealth.
Oh, let's see. What is his... well, thankfully, I gotta roll something for him. We'll call it a d20. So as you basically go to surge down, you are stopped when the door closes too fast. As you realize he remembered how to shut it, basically. The quarry wall just looks like another section of wall. But you can hear him kind of humming to himself just behind this section of wall. And from looking at the door and the way it was shaped, it's not that big. So, well, it wasn't that thick, so there's probably just a thin layer of rock here. But you realize he's hollowed out either a cave, or he's repurposed a cave and has concealed it behind this fake rock wall, or, well, real fake rock wall.
Hold on. I'm gonna take one of my pitons, and I'm going to etch above where the doorway was, of in the thieves' camp, of secret location.
Fair enough. Easy done. Go ahead and, if you want to try and be as quiet as you can about this, roll a stealth check. Actually, in this case, it's not necessarily being quiet. It's disguising your actions as other quarry sounds. Because there's no way to quietly carve in rock.
Yeah, but I think with the 23, that's okay.
Oh, yeah. With a 23, you're able to easily mimic the sounds that the quarry has, and thus disguise what you're doing as just the typical sounds of the quarry.
Yeah. And then I'll wait by his stall for him.
Okay. So, who's all going to be the distraction? Because the group is kind of ready to go.
All right, I'm willing to do that.
Yeah, same.
All right.
Oh, and me and the old cat will do it.
The cat just lies there and stares at her.
Yep, come on, kitty. We will get that. I will feed you.
And just the laziest dog getting up, yawn, fine kind of attitude.
As you guys head out in the direction that Auria scouted, and, make your way there, you can see that the people of Quarry are very nervous about any ground that is not rock, and so they quickly jump onto the piles of gravel and make their way towards the agreed upon kind of setting. As they do so, several of the townsfolk have to help slave speaker Remy, because he is an old armadillo. Tara has far less problems, as her tail is prehensile, so she is able to grab onto things and even use it to kind of pole vault here and there. And as they arrive at the base, you actually see her and the slave speaker. The slave speaker looks to everyone. Now I want all of you to stay back as I do this. It has been many, many years since I last used this, back when we first built the quarry. So stay back. I cannot promise your safety.
Fucking badger mole starts earthbending that bitch.
You see that Miss Pang, you see that Tara also moves up, and you're not entirely wrong as you watch as Remy kind of drops his cane, and then he drops to all fours, and you hear a doom, 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 doom. And as he lands his hands down on the ground, you watch as a 10-foot line causes kind of stretches, and you watch as the earth begins to shake and tremor and just ripple as the ground immediately turns into loose earth and stone, and it almost looks like sand, no effort at all. You then watch as Tara, she takes her tail and she kind of makes a sweeping motion with it as she mutters some arcane words, and you actually watch as it clears almost 5 feet deep of just this rock and debris and dirt, and she just kind of swishes it to either side with no effort. And you're actually watching this happen as if the dirt is just kind of roiling away, very much like think of Gara's sand, just kind of shifting out of the way.
Okay.
And again, the slave speaker. All right, let's try again. Doom, 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 doom.
I have a question while he's trying again. In terms of space, the upper portion of the worm that attacked us, how much would you say that takes up? Like, bigger than a 10-foot cube?
Roll a intelligence check there. Unless you're proficient with nature and didn't tell me.
Intelligence with the guidance.
You have no idea. The head was huge, though. Like, when it opens all its, like, mandibles all the way up, like, you're sure it could swallow you whole.
Fair. Still, I have an idea if the bitch shows up.
Alright. This next time you again watch as, Terra does her sweeping tail thing, and more of this dirt and rock is kind of, changed. She then also, takes a couple steps down towards the edge of the pile there, and you watch as she begins to make a series of hand motions and tail motions, and as she does, you watch the dirt on either side of the pit form into stairs, just...
How many people can the cat carry? Sorry?
Meredith?
2 if they lied?
Uh-oh.
We have we lost the count.
Sorry about that. One more time there. Sorry about that.
How many
Right, my
people
head-
can the cat carry?
Like grapple and they're light, probably 1, maybe. Yeah, it's only 1 if I ride it. 2 if I don't. It depends on what they weigh, really.
Let's see. I weigh about 120 pounds.
120. Yeah, you're asking for a lot. Only reason I can even ride the thing is because I'm Fey and not very heavy.
Truth.
Yep. Even with the luggage bonus.
Because the thing is, if the cat could carry me, I could go away with the cat and start minor illusioning beats of drums away from the dig site.
Let me see. So, just gonna do a quick calculation here because I think we did this before and we could carry you.
I know it can at least carry Whitehill's character. I know it can't carry Teardor or Azoralin.
Yeah.
Dick.
15 times. Yeah, I can carry one more thing. So yeah, I could carry May at 120 pounds.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so
I just did a quick calculation. Yeah, I'm a little
So-
bit short of my max, so I'm good.
So yeah, we can fly around and I can start.
Technically more if you're grappled. So let's say you're grappled. Let's see before.
Okay, sure. I'll have the
Movement.
cat I'll have the cat play with me.
Yep. The cat just looks like it's like, oh, I'm gonna drop you. Oh, I'm gonna drop. Oh no, you're fine.
dick.
May's just used to it. May's just ignoring that. He's just so basically, the type of distraction that I'm thinking is you fly us around, and if we see any sign of it, I start making as much sound as possible, the opposite way of the dig.
Doesn't it also react to noises from the ground, so we could drop a thing or two?
Yes. However, I can. Minor illusion. It makes the sound at a point I choose, right?
Correct.
So I can choose the ground to make as loud as possible drum beats,
Correct.
and possibly the vibrations of the sound would dissipate through the ground.
Theoretically speaking.
You
Theoretically,
throw some weight on top of that, and there you go. You just throw something heavy with it.
well, I don't
The
carry anything
guarantee
particularly
results.
heavy.
Oh, I've got plenty of heavy things.
Oh, okay then. Then we can do that.
Yeah. I can just drop like a piton or something. I mean, it's all metal. So,
Yes. So you drop the piton as hard as you can, and I boom, boom, boom,
Yep,
on it.
that would probably work. Let me check the old cat inventory.
What is the cat carrying?
Yeah, the cat's fine. I gotta check my inventory now. Meredith, inventory, just making sure I can do the thing.
You know?
Yeah, no, I've got plenty of stuff. I picked up so many random little items.
Yeah, and also, worst comes to worst, I can try and charm the thing.
Yeah. Alright. Yep. Should be good.
Alright, so I want both of you to go ahead and roll perception checks as you go looking for this thing. Looking.
Yeah.
Altera!
Yep.
You eventually find Duke returning. He returns with a bundle of old-looking spears. Probably about 12 to 14 in total. Just old spears. They look like they haven't seen the light of day for a while. But they are definitely like standard issue Nest Army.
Ooh, I wonder if worms can get tinnitus.
What?
I wonder if them worms can get tonight.
Anyway, so you do see him coming back. There we go. Now,
Lovely.
hold on now. I don't mind giving these away at a steep discount, but I gotta get something.
And what would you like?
I throw a bar of gold at him.
What the fuck?
Why do you have a bar of gold?
I have
He
bars
got
of gold. I've
He
had
got a
bars
bunch
of gold.
he got a bunch of raw materials to trade since he didn't know what the fuck this country uses.
Fair enough.
That
And dunk. Thankfully he ducked, and he's just like, deal.
It's technically a rod of gold, but you know what I mean.
Whatever. So
It
he
should be enough.
he takes it. Deal. And you now have 14 spears.
Mine personally.
they're mine.
I mean, they're in your possession. Possession is 9/10 of the law.
I do have a question. How many spears plus javelins do you have?
And I am currently holding a bundle of 14 spears as you've thrown this at him. I didn't even know you were with me.
I'm asking the Minotaur. How many spears plus javelins do you have?
Javelins. One sec. This monitor like screws up tiny lettering, so I gotta move to the other one. 26 javelins.
Oh Jesus!
What?
Needs more
26.
javelins.
I bought a bunch and I kept track. Because I knew I'd be throwing a shit ton of them.
I mean,
mean, that's
fair
fair.
enough.
Where's my
Yep.
spears now?
I think even Meredith, I have like 5.
I don't think you
5 or
had any
something like that.
spears.
No, I don't have a spear, so this is my first spear. Plus 16. It was a bundle. I got a thing that I can't say, even though I'm that demographic. Lots of
What?
spears.
Oh, ha. And yes, you can actually. But
I'm not
whatever.
sure. I don't know what you're streaming with.
That word isn't actually against Twitch TOS.
Huh. I'm still not going to
Really?
in case.
Not technically, because it is an actual word for in the English language, meaning a bundle of cigarettes.
Or sticks.
Sticks.
Or sticks, yes.
Like spears.
Yeah, anyway. I grew up on a farm. We used to use actual words that mattered. But anyway, moving on. Yeah, you now have a bundle of spears.
Thank you. I'll go add over spears into my inventory.
Well, you're gonna get rid of them real soon.
Well,
I'm gonna keep one.
yeah, at the very least, he keeps the one. Meredith, do you have any spears or javelins or things that I don't know about?
I mean, I think I have javelins, I was just saying, but I mean, let me double check my inventory.
Well, you're a barbarian, so yeah, you would have started with 5 javelins.
Yeah, 30. Well, I think I took gold.
Oh,
So-
then never mind. I don't know what you started with.
with. Get the shield though, and I don't think I paid for it. Well, I don't see javelins on the character sheet, so
Alright,
I'm gonna say no, just for the sake of form.
fair enough.
I have
But-
250 gold's worth of gems and a 300 gold piece diamond in case someone fucking dies.
Who's ever died in a campaign ever?
I mean, is that a challenge now? Because I can make that happen.
Hey, I want a new character just as much as the next person. Yeah, it's not. It's
You're the one who has the character itis.
Remember, Call of Cthulhu. I'm like, oh, I'm used to characters just being a revolving door.
Yep. It's okay.
The
I
dreaded
played.
murder doesn't work here.
It's okay. I played 2nd edition. So, you know, rocks fall, you die. Oh, you didn't see the trap, you die.
Yeah, that's definitely a revolving door. Way less roleplay in second.
Mm-hmm. But
What happened?
It's the Saruman. You, or no, not Theoden. You have no power here.
You have no power here.
But Altera and Tyrador, you head to the dig site with your bundle.
Yeah.
I could have one spear already, so I'll use these 16 spears into the ground.
All right. As you
Not bad, 6 javelins.
as you arrive, you do see the town speaker, slave speaker, excuse me. You watch as a couple of attendants are like looking at him. Don't push yourself, Don't push yourself, speaker. Yeah, come on, you can rest now. He goes, no, I got one more in me. And just do, and then he falls forward in the anime, eyes white, passed out, just boof. Thankfully, the people who are around him catch him before he can fall over. And they, move him, a couple of them, take him back into Quarry towards his house. And you see Tara, sweating as she's continuously casting, this little minor spell. However, the diggers have actually gone in now and are clearing away the debris and dirt with surprising efficiency. Very clearly they know what they're about, and it's a process that would take any one of you probably days or weeks to finish is taking mere minutes. A lot of that is due to the magic that was expended in order to basically churn up the earth and make it very easy to move loose earth and kind of that stitchiation. But they are an industrious people, if nothing else, and they are making this tunnel. They're starting to make it 10 feet wide, though if they need to make it longer, they can. No, it's Digatuna, man. Come on. This whole realm is Disney as fuck. It's Digatuna.
Except the slavery.
No,
No, slavery. Anyway,
To say, yeah.
I was gonna say, I vividly recall a couple lines in Prince Ali about slaves.
Just change the birds to mice, you know, and just have one wicked mouse king, and you're probably pretty good. Nobody messes with the mouse.
Jesus. Anyway,
Just have them complain about having to animate stuff.
We can do it, we can do it, we can. But yeah, no, they're like, I'm not a bad person, but Disney has a darker side if you pay attention.
yeah.
Poor all of the servants in Beast's castle, because they had a fucking say in the fucking behavior of a goddamn brat.
Oh, that seems fair.
Only to you, Callie, you fey
Seems
bitch.
fair. You all, yeah.
Yep, guilt by association.
Hey, I'm just saying that would make an excellent Call of Cthulhu one shot.
Anyway, what's happening?
So, the perception checks, fantastic. So, you don't see any sign of the big one, not yet. The Kit Kat, however, does see a bunch of like smaller burrows headed towards the dig site. About let me consult my notes here, because I have things. You can see about he sees about five of them, just 5 little like Bugs Bunny tunnels, just.
Yeah. Does the cat communicate this to the fairy?
So the old cat, like, shakes you, like, really quick, and then points you in the direction of the barrows.
All right.
And then almost drops you, and then goes, oh, wait.
Meredith, drop the baton.
Yep, I will indeed do that. Actually, are they all in similar, like, areas around each other?
There's about 10 feet of clearance, about 5 to 10 feet between.
A stupid question. This is more fun than... I have 30 spikes in my inventory.
Uh-huh.
Oh no.
They're about a half a pound each.
You want to fucking bombard them?
Yes, that is exactly my plan. Even if it distracts them, it'd be great. If it hits any of them, it'd be even better.
Beneath the earth.
Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of a win-win. And I get these back later, so... Because it's hard to not be distracted by 15 pounds worth of metal spikes flying from the sky.
What the shit? Yeah.
Yeah. Could I go ahead and do that?
Just dump out the baton.
Go ahead.
I'm not sure how we do that,
What
because
do-
I'm just like
What do I
going
want
through the area.
to call this?
I mean, a ranged attack, sort of, but it's not really. It's an
Go
improvised
ahead.
weapon.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and roll strength check with an improvised weapon.
You
Alright,
know what?
so-
Oh, hold on.
Yep.
As she's doing that, can I do the minor illusion thing to try and converge them all in one spot?
Sure, go ahead and roll with advantage.
Alright.
Sorry.
So I do the.
I mean, it technically only deals, improvised weapon stuff. So I don't I need to look up. So I don't get my proficiency bonus on this, but I do have. I mean, I don't think I can attack. It's technically no, it's not a melee attack, so I can't attack recklessly. Okay, so. All right.
Does reckless have to be melee?
Yes.
Yeah, it does. Unless you're the one subclass. I'm just gonna roll an attack roll. +6, and then you can remove my proficiency.
When you make your
I rolled a
your
20 anyway. It don't matter.
gives you a melee weapon attack. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I was just rolling. It's not a +6. It's a +3 because I don't have
Just-
proficiency.
But still.
It's still a nat 20, yeah. As one does.
Uh-huh.
That's the drunkest I've seen your character look like in any time. Was reacting to all these rolls.
Yeah, look, I'm
You
just...
like you're like wiggle off to one side, you stop, tilting over like a board. Yeah, you can do that, and then continue wiggling around.
I know, I'm sitting here trying to, like, think and, like...
You look so drunk.
Yeah.
Struggling
Brent's VTube avatar is like, how
Listen.
the fuck is this working?
If I just had got like a 14, you would be like, oh, okay. But no, it's a nat 20 now. It made the situation way more complicated.
I want everyone to think in the back of their head when they see his VTube avatar move around, he's just wasted. But he's like paying attention, but he's just extremely wasted.
I mean, I would be wasted if a player was doing this to me. I'd be like, ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Just the way your character moves.
I mean, I mean, yeah. So I don't have javelins, but I did have this, I guess.
I fucking can't.
Well, I didn't think that this would matter.
What the fuck am I going to do? Are you did you take Tavern Brawler?
No, so I don't get proficiency, but I still get my strength bonus on a hit. It's still a 1d4 improvised weapon.
Hey, Callie.
Yeah.
High five. The barbarian duo.
Here, high five. Yeah.
The barbarian duo.
It's literally the barbarian duo. Man, I don't know.
Give me.
It's technically if we're rolling damage for each one, it's 1d4. It all crit because you can crit on an improvised weapon.
Oh god.
It's 2d. It's technically 1d4 plus strength plus 1d4 if we go completely raw as a weapon attack.
Callie, let's just celebrate the fact that we broke him.
I mean, I don't know.
So there's also the fact that technically items have hit points.
Oh yeah, but that
Which
that
means-
doesn't matter when making a weapon
They're
a
gonna be
damage attack.
ruined.
Well, so no, what matters here is that there's a fall damage, even for items.
Oh no.
They're falling from the sky.
The thing is, it depends on what height we roll it from, but even then, what's the item on like a spike? Because there is an
White
item
Hill.
HP, I think they're a piton.
Whitehill, how the range of minor illusion?
30. So I'd have to be 30 feet up from the ground.
All right.
Let me just check, see if it... No, of course they don't have item HP anywhere, because people never use that.
Well,
So
it's only mostly used on modules in case of doors and shit.
Okay, so let's see. Considering Callie's and Kat's height, we could say that Meredith is about 40 feet
Okay,
up from 30.
I actually found something. I don't think it counts as a tiny object, but maybe a small object. If it's resistant, which I think it is, it has 3d6 because it's metal. It says like a chest or a loot.
So
The
let's
tiny
see.
examples a bottle or lock, but
So I would say yes, it has resistance to bludgeoning damage, which it would be what this is, mostly because it's metal, and not exactly,
and
fragile.
it's definitely heavier than a lock, but it's also smaller than like a chest or a loot. So I don't know which way you want to roll with that.
I'll give it 3D. I'll give it the 3d6. Actually no, I'll give it 4d6. And just
meet me
take
in the middle.
the just take the.
It's only 3d6 on the book.
Mm.
So they only have 10 if you go by raw. I had to look this up.
So okay.
But even then, with resistance, I don't think it's gonna be an issue.
No, it's not, but there's reasons. So, Whitehill, I need you to roll me an Arcana check. And follow that up with a D100.
Alright. Can I weasel a performance out of this since I'm playing my lute as I do?
No, because you're using a
Okay.
spell. If you were on the ground trying to create the performance yourself, sure. But it's a spell.
Gotta limit the madness somehow here.
9.
I did not guide myself because I can.
So roll a d100. Roll it twice, please.
2354.
Fucking God. So, order of operations. Here's how this goes. Oh my God, what is my life? What is this D&D game? I love it. And this is kind of why I designed these creatures the way I have. So, you know what? Props to you.
I mean, yeah, they're not supposed to be fought the usual way, so.
So as you create the sound effects of drumming, so close, the 5 burrows just come surging towards, and as you do and keep going on with this drumming, Meredith creates this rain of metal spikes just so what I'm gonna say is that these creatures, they're gonna have some defenses here, because they're not fully emerging to deal with these things.
I mean, even assuming you give them like a cover save.
I'm going to give them.
It's still a nat 20 though.
I know it is.
Yeah. It's up to you.
Here's what we're doing. Go ahead, Callie.
Or something.
Go ahead, Callie, and roll me 4d6, and then follow that up with a. Technically, it's 2d4.
Okay, so roll 4d6. Roll 2d4. Yeah. Lower than average on one, higher than average on another.
Okay. So that's a total of 15 damage. Now, see, here's the problem I'm having. That's for one of these things. You dropped 30 of them.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do... So 15 times 30... Oh, God.
I would honestly, I mean, just to be fair, it's a big AoE. It's not something you can normally do. I would say just each creature takes that. I think that's a fair compromise. It's just hitting an area.
I have
one, everything's dead. I mean, let's be honest.
I have some things I'm here to do. So what I'm going to do is 2 things. First, I'm going to have you roll me a D100. Okay. So we'll take that. We'll take this, and we'll do the young tunnelers here. I'm gonna give them a Dex save to see if they can either take.
I think that's plenty fair.
Okay, here's how this goes. So, a couple of things happen, right? The drums, all of the ground and earth starts to roil up. All these things get dumped. Only about half of the total number of spikes. So what? 30. So it goes to 15. Hit. However, half of these land directly on these targets. All of them fail their saving throw quite spectacularly. 6s on both sides of the dice. I don't.
Also the fact that if they succeeded, I could just go fuck you and still reverse that.
Mm-hmm. So as you drop all these, and they fail, you hear the loud screeching and the loud wailing these creatures do seem to be able to produce as you just splatter this group into non-existence. Orange tomato soup everywhere, and pumpkin guts, and it's a fucking mess.
Low hand rise above the cap for the Wi-Fi.
I will say that half of these items are not recoverable.
Alright, I'll put myself into 15. Yeah, this was already a Hail Mary. I'll take it.
Well, so here's the thing: is again, I wanted these creatures not to be fought in the conventional way, and I even wrote in my notes, reward creativity here because it's brilliant. There's also other notes that you don't get to be privy to until you leave here, but
Well, exactly. You wanted a non-conventional setup here, and
I need to make I need to adjust the tally real quick. But
so I
yes,
got 15 total now.
Indeed you did. Bravo.
Well, I did. Okay. So in character, you go to give the cat a high five.
No, to give you the high five.
Reaching up, Meredith reaches down to do the high five, and the cat kind of shakes so she can't quite reach you, and she misses.
No, it's the fact is, I'm reaching up to give you the high five, and I give chin scrunches to the cat.
He's mildly accepting as you see him drift lower and lower to the ground.
Oh, I stopped.
As she just smiles, all smiles. Oh, I didn't think that would work. And she just looks kind of confused.
Well, just keep an eye for the big one, I guess.
Yes.
Good job, cat. She also gives scritchies as the cat lands, unable to deal with it anymore.
Oh, bloody hell, we are vulnerable.
The cat is just so content.
Roll a D100, please, White Hill.
At least I have an escape route.
I'll be right back really fast.
55.
Thankfully you don't hear any big rumbling sounds.
At least we have an escape route.
Meanwhile, with all this chicanery going on, Altera and Teardor.
Do they hear the infernal screeching?
Oh yeah, you got everybody hears the infernal screeching, and Terra and all the diggers like look up and like look around, but nobody, they are quick to continue digging. You guys have your bundle.
Yep, and it's time to get to work placing the spears.
So both of you roll me a survival test.
Oh, okay.
No.
No.
Double no.
How the fuck did we roll the exact same thing with the exact same numbers?
Also, the fact that you're the scout and the hunter.
I don't have a lot of survival. I'm sorry. I go hunting. I don't go surviving in the wilderness.
No, of course not. What blasphemy would that be, right?
Yeah. Why do you
I
think
mean-
we have a high stealth?
Only an idiot doesn't bring enough food to go out hunting, I guess, is the logic.
A good hunter believes that they can catch enough food.
Look, I think you guys have a misinterpretation of what a hunter is.
I mean,
Given my Idaho background, it's a little bit 50-50. Some people are using a salt lick, some people are actually going out there and getting food. I get it.
Out of character, because you guys don't know the character's history. Think of hunting, but with foxhounds and all.
Oh god, no, for territory? Absolutely.
Yeah, that character's that type of hunting. But
Yeah.
goes and does the job, not oh yeah, and then shoot.
That's something that Meredith is steadily figuring out, having dinner and everything. It's yeah, that was something we kind of got brought up in the last one.
yeah.
Everyone's just he's questioning themselves. Is he a survivalist or just a posh motherfucker?
No, I mean, he mentioned his inheritance. It's yeah, that's kind of the question.
But with all that, you guys are kind of able to sort of get these spears set up. They're looking a little rough, but you do know that at least some of the plan is to have
Dynamite.
well, that, and also you guys words are not coming today. You guys do.
Brett, you're just mentally drunk. We get it.
Yep, I'm mentally drunk.
After that fiasco, I do not blame you.
You
For that
know,
fiasco, wouldn't be surprised if you told us you actually wanted it to be wasted.
I mean, yeah. I
I
mean,
mean-
it was the Terra idea from the last session or the session before. And I dropped a bunch of stuff from above, and I'm like, yes, that would be incredibly effective.
yep, it's incredibly effective. But you guys are managing to, set them up. However, I need Tyrador and Altera to roll D100s, please.
Oh god.
D100 93. I don't remember.
No. I think it's
19.
I don't know. It changes it like half the time.
So, thankfully, 93 minus 19 is still above 50%.
Okay.
I don't
So,
know what that means, but okay.
it means exactly what it says. 93 minus 19 does not equal less than 50.
That means if there's a 50%, if you roll 50% chance, I believe the rumbling will start.
However, with that, the scream has been heard. The workers are just like furiously continuing to work, like hoping that whatever the fuck just happened doesn't come to get them. But they continue to work, and in the span of about 30, no, not even that. A 5-foot cube can be cleared out in a minute, it says. There's 8 of them. There's 4 or 5 5-foot... Yeah, so in a matter of less than 10 minutes, this trench is completely dug. 10 foot long, about 10 feet across. If you want them to clear more, you will have to buy them more time, essentially.
Then we could easily buy them more time. One of us actually carried the day.
And she pets the old cat who looks really smug.
Yeah.
Because it was totally him.
But Altera and Tyrador. So this is still with you guys. Do you want them to make the tunnel wider, or do you want to kind of let them call it a day?
How
So
wide
10
is it
10
currently,
by 10?
Victor?
You have no idea.
Okay. I'm not good with math anyways, that's fine.
I mean, to be fair, I believe bigger than 10 by 10.
Would it be hard for me to get out of there?
No, there's stairs.
I know, but if there weren't stairs, would it be hard for me to get out of there?
You couldn't get out of here. The hole's 15. The hole's at least let's see. Each one is a 10-foot cube. So I mean, yeah, no, it's at least 20 feet deep. But it's
Okay.
10 feet long and 10 feet wide.
I think it's good.
Altera, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking we should let them go just to reduce the chance of them getting hurt.
All right, fair enough.
That's also fair.
So they are able to leave pretty quickly. They get out as soon as they're all gone, and as soon as everyone's out of the hole and the spikes have been laid, and the gravel has been used to kind of pad the spears to kind of help them hold in place. You watch as Tara just uses her, very earthbender style movements to remove the stairs from both sides. And she kind of looks to the lot of you. Well, I think we've done all we can. I do have one other thing I can do, but honestly, I don't know how successful it will be.
What would that be, darling?
It's a spell. I can create a hand made of earth and other material. We call it the Earth's grasp.
That actually would be useful. Bloody hell. Oh, totally. But however, we don't want to jeopardize your safety. You go on ahead.
Very well. I wish you all the best of luck. And with that, she leads the rest of the diggers away.
I'm about to make a fucking racket.
But what do you guys do?
Right. So I have a bunch of chicanery.
Hmm.
How many of us are there?
4.
4? Okay, let me see. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Do we have a... Is there a pickaxe nearby?
Yeah.
Okay, Theodore, can you pick that up, please?
Okay.
Right, so, Ortera, you have this, and I give you a lyre. Meredith, you should have this, and I give you a drum. And I just turn my loot around on my body. This is about to be some stomp kind of shit.
All right.
Right, so basically I'm gonna have everyone play, and Theodore basically just pickaxe the earth as hard as he can to a beat.
Okay.
Me and I'm going to perform and going to entwine with bits of minor illusion to make vibration go further.
Okay.
With the beats of the drums equal to the pickaxe, so I make as much of a racket as I can. So we make as much of a racket as we can.
I mean, I'm guessing I could gather all the pieces.
All the batons.
Yeah, or the spikes or whatever. They're more like those, not a full piton, but like those little spikes you use for like nailing down tents, but apparently they're really heavy in D&D.
Oh yeah, the thing is, the cat did land, so I think we had a couple seconds to gather them up.
And I
Yeah,
did write it in the chat.
Yeah,
So-
you guys had time to gather it up.
Alright. Well, I mean, Meredith sees no reason to change the tactic here.
Right, I just need everyone to make as much of noise as possible so we can get it here.
The cat grins. And then
It's just
immediately starts batting at you.
All right, and as soon as everyone has their tasks, I just and 1, 2, 3, 4.
I want everyone to roll me a performance check.
Like, can I just roll, like, outright strength of just pounding sand here?
Sure. For the cat, certainly.
Yeah,
think it's-
Meredith will go ahead and go along with it, but yeah, the cat is definitely more strength-based. Athletics?
For this performance.
No, I'm just gonna say raw strength here because it's just about hitting it as hard as possible, not trying to do anything, special with it.
24.
Okay, and then I'll do a performance check.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that would be actually a really cool feature where you could just click performance off of somebody else's. I was just thinking, oh yeah, Meredith is not good at this.
Well, you have a drum. How do you play this?
Well, so on the plus side, it is a group check.
Yeah.
So,
Meredith is like, oh, this drum is so cute.
So here's what I'm going to here's what I'm going to do. I want Meredith and I want May. May, roll me a D100. Meredith, roll me a D20.
22. Open your back door, baby.
I have a feeling the 50's the DC here, so I'm screwed.
So, here's what happens. Yeah, no, this is gonna be what happens. As you're all, doing the thing, as it were. You guys see,
Back door, baby.
you guys see about 10 little trails of the smaller ones just come surging towards you from various points and places. So you have one round before they're on you and before this becomes an initiative. So I'm going to start with the highest roll and go to the lowest. So we'll start with May. What are you doing?
Right, by the way, we are positioned behind the trench, correct?
If that's where you want to be positioned, sure.
And I'm questioning everyone.
Yes. That's the hope.
Sure. Let's just roll with that. I'm going to assume that the old cat is just kind of along for the ride right now, and Meredith is on top of him.
Okay. Matt, position behind the trench, yay, nay?
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to figure out. I think I have a weird work thing going on. I'm checking my phone.
No worries.
Go for it.
So, Meredith, the old cat, what is the old cat doing?
Well, I think,
I did say what I was
let me...
doing.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so
Who's
sorry.
May?
May, go ahead.
It's fine. So I am keeping an eye on the thing, continuing to play and weaving the melody from my lute of a levitate spell
Okay.
on myself, just in case I need to, go.
All right. You levitate. You get yourself ready to be levitated.
Yep.
All right.
But keeping the music going.
All right. Old cat.
Oh, I rolled for it, but the old cat is still got a 12, so even with a -3. So, I'm going to assume that he plans to do the same tactic again. He's kind of figured out the trick.
So he's gonna jump up into the air.
Yep, and since I'm not carrying anybody, I got 45 foot of movement. I'm assuming that's enough to set up Meredith to ready at least to drop on like 1 or 2 of these.
It certainly would be.
Is there one quick question? There's not one that's bigger than the others, right?
Not that you see in this group.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, we'll just go and do the same tactic.
All right, Teardor. Do you want me to come back to you?
Yeah, yes, please. Sorry.
Okay.
I found my workplace deleted my entire work account.
Interesting.
So
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out if I got fired and haven't been told it yet, or they accidentally deleted my account when trying to give me my PTO.
All right. But go ahead and figure what the heck happened. Sorry, folks. Some technical difficulties there. My Discord just decided to crash. My sincerest apologies. I don't know what the hell happened there. Come on.
Well, I
So
guess
we
we'll
lost
fill in-
God for a second.
We'll
Yep.
fill in the blank. So yeah, how about them spikes?
So,
Oh, we got that God back. There we go.
yep. I don't know what happened, and I do apologize. Discord being Discord, I guess. And now it doesn't want to show me anyone's cameras. Or show my camera. What a bunch of crap. Give me a second. What the hell is going on around here? I have no idea what the hell's going on, because, I mean, it's saying I'm still connected to you guys, my lovely audience, but Discord just doesn't want to cooperate with me today. I'm going to try closing Discord all the way out, and I'm going to try to re-log back in. We'll see how that goes.
So it would have just been explosives, it just would have been worse.
Alright, so I'm
Yeah.
back. Let's see if I can turn this on and it'll work. Uh-oh. Did I lose you guys again? Can you guys hear me? Nope. Huh. Well.
Can you hear us?
Now I can.
There.
Right.
Now I can hear you.
I had the same problem earlier.
Yeah,
Like, legit. Yeah, the same problem.
it just wouldn't let me even like hear you guys.
Yeah, it's picking like a weird default for your audio settings for some reason. It's been doing that a lot.
Well, it wouldn't even so I tried to put on the camera and it wouldn't even let me do that. It was like basically disconnecting me.
It's been a little odd with like picking your devices.
Yep. Alright, so let's see if I can't get it back in the saddle of things. Hopefully. But, let's try that. Hey, there we go. Alright, fantastic. Sorry about that, folks. Technical difficulties being what they are. Doing it live.
We're doing it live.
Yep. Fuck it. We'll do it live. So the cat leaps up into the air, ready for Meredith to drop the payload. Drop the payload. Why am I so facing that way? There we go. That's better. So, that's what the old cat does. We're going to jump back to Tyrador to give him a minute to kind of think. Autera!
I'm gonna follow the lead of the cat. Actually, I just had a quick thought that came to mind. With the last time we fought the tunnelers, when they jumped out at me, I still had my reaction. Could I use my skirmisher feat when they jump at me?
Skirmisher allows you to do what?
Starting at 3rd level, you are difficult to pin down during a fight. You can move up to half your speed as a reaction when an enemy ends its turn within 5 feet of you.
Only if they land within 5 feet of you.
Oh,
Yeah, because if they attack and jump and then back down, they're not ending the turn within 5.
Correct. But yes.
yeah,
But it's kind of cool if they use their movement and they're still technically midair or whatever near you. So if you're like, 25 feet up or 20 feet up or whatever it is.
Well,
that gets really complicated with the following rules. I digress. But
yes. So you are able to do that. There's no good way to bait them into the sky, unfortunately, or into a jump that they can't survive. There are ways to do it, but skirmisher is not going to be the way.
yeah.
ready a bow attack though.
Yeah, you can
Yep,
definitely
that
ready
was
a
the
bow
plan.
attack.
My arrows seem to do really well last time.
And so Meredith, you're going to second verse same as the first with these things.
Yep, I'm gonna do that again since that worked really well. So might as well use up the rest of my pitons because I'm assuming, or the rest of the spikes since I'm assuming they won't last.
All right.
So yeah, we're gonna do the same thing, and of course we're gonna try to get as many of them as we can in the process.
All right. Go
So,
ahead.
There's a spot with like 2 of them.
Yeah, pretty much 2 is as much as you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a improvised weapon attack. Same,
All right.
Same as before.
So it's gonna be. Hold on, let me switch over to Meredith's character sheet. Always got to juggle the cats.
Mm-hmm.
And we are being
Um,
loud AF to try and convert to them.
Yeah, I mean, if it ends up converged, it is what it is. For the old cat. So it's 20 natural, or natural 20, or not natural,
Dirty 20.
Yeah, it's a 20, but not modified. Or modified 20, sorry. Modified 20. That's what I was going for.
Dirty 20.
Yep.
You're dirty. Here's what I'm gonna have you do then. So you get to do that, and as the cat, the old cat lifts into the air, and as you start to dump these spikes, go ahead and roll me a d4 for damage.
1d4 plus strength. Oh man,
Oof.
that's not good.
And go ahead and roll me. Go ahead and roll me the 4d6 for falling.
Roll high. Roll high.
It is high.
So, the one that you hit, because I'll explain. As you start to dump these spikes, the one that you hit is able to make his dexterity saving throw. He got advantage with it this time. And the other one completely avoided being in range, because as soon as the first couple spikes began to fall, you actually watch as all of the tunnelers spread out and go away from the sound and the vibration and the pattern of your spikes hitting the ground. You actually can, since your vantage point is actually high up, Auria, you get to see this too. As soon as the first spike hits, they all scatter like cockroaches when the light come on. But they're all...
You hear Meredith in a fit of frustration. Clever girls.
Meredith and Auria, it's easy to see, Meredith, because you're the only one who was there. You and the Bard were the ones that were there for that last one. It's very clear that they have learned. But the one is just too slow to get out of the way. And so he is going to take half, which is still... what's your strength mod again?
4, I believe.
So that puts it to 21. So that one is going to take 11. So that's still a healthy amount of damage.
Yeah, it's still some injury on it.
Mm-hmm. So my next question is, Teodor, are you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Sorry.
No worries. My question is what you
doing? What you doing?
Yeah.
Do we have any? Did the worms appear in front of us yet? I'm sorry. I've been very distracted by the work thing.
No worries. So they are tunneling towards you. You can see them tunneling towards you, but they have not emerged from the ground yet. You have basically this round to kind of prepare something.
Okay. Check my inventory. I have. You know what? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna grab like 3 of the containers of oil that I have in my bag, and I'm gonna throw them in the pit.
Okay.
And like
Oh,
smash,
no.
of course.
Yeah. I will say go ahead and roll me a strength check.
Okay. $19.
Yeah. So you're able to throw the oil into the pit and just smash it. All the bottles and all the flasks smash and break. And it's kind of easy able to do. And that will be that. So we'll call it 10. So this trench here. Alright. That's kind of where Meredith is. Alright, so this round they are going to close the distance.
As soon as I see them get close enough, I'm up in the air.
No worries. And with that, there's 4. Copy. One of these days, I will figure out how to unlink all of their frickin' health. I hate that they're all, like, still linked together. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Who do we appreciate?
9.
Toddler.
10. Yeah, I said there were 10 of these things.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Good. Then the fight is barely even.
Good, then it is a fair fight.
Exactly.
I will say
Gotta
this
make it a
one
fair fight.
here. And let's see. Let me make sure that measures
I mean,
correctly.
yeah. I have not yet begun to rage.
So that should be close. Nope, it needs to be a little bit longer. Or no, wait, no. Yeah. Although I think it does need to be a bit wider. But width. All right. No, that was right the first time. Ah, well. We'll just call that. We'll call that. We'll actually make it one wider and about one more narrower. We'll call it like that. Because that's kind of what I thought you guys were going for. So with that, I'm going to put on this music. And let's see. So that is Spike Town, and that is that. And with a minus 11 to that. Alright, so allow me to pull you all over to a map as we kind of get this party started on a Saturday night.
Let's get it started here.
Here we go. Where you are, this is going to be a little bit of imagination, because where you guys are is going to be where the, oop, there it goes. Where you guys are is where the, gravel and stuff is. And then the green square is the trench.
And I am 20 feet up.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead and roll for initiative.
Okay.
Remember,
Alright,
click your
so I'm
token
writing
before
the
you
old
click
cat.
initiative.
I'll use Meredith. Shares my initiative. Oh, whoops! I forgot to click my token. Hold on.
Am I supposed to still be injured? Just noticed.
No, everybody should be at full hit points.
Sorry about that.
We did not long rest.
You have, actually. Because the last fight you
No,
got
we
into was a
haven't.
day ago.
Oh, was it?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I will say
Okay.
that my magic food probably did the trick. Which
Oh,
I
okay. Okay, excuse me then. If we did long rest, then my thing is gone.
yeah, you
My
got
tail
spells.
will run away. And I gotta roll again. Yeah. So let me just quickly, because I do that at the beginning of third day. 1. I think it's the least useful right now.
Oh,
next-
okay. I got a 13. Okay.
Tinto. Oh. The next 10 minutes, whenever the target makes an intelligence charisma check, the target can roll an extra die immediately after roll a d20, and the extra die. Okay, yeah, it's the bad one.
Oh. God damn it.
That's the price of randomness sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, if we ever need something that's charisma, wisdom, or intelligence based, we have that.
Maybe you can actually make friends with the old cat
Fuck you.
with a high, with a high enough charisma.
I will say, my deception and persuasion are relatively high.
Yep. And you got like a little advantage to it, right? So, you know.
Yeah.
So
Anyway.
I need 2 nat 20s on an advantage for that, but, you know, the old cat might like you someday.
Oh, Lord.
Meredith likes you just fine.
So, yeah, everyone already wrote.
Yep, give me 1 second. My computer is really struggling right now.
There's 10 of these bitches.
There are.
And none of us has AoEs.
Maybe your computer just needs a pep talk, you know? Life is all about zeros and ones, which means you only have to deal with 1 problem or 0 problems. You've got this.
Oh, God.
That's actually kind of funny.
I thought it was cute.
There we go. And then use the selected token. Let's see if that changed anything.
I know I asked this last time, but I forgot. These things are considered beasts, correct?
No. Or actually, yes, is the answer to that question. What the fuck? Alright, so for that. But sorry guys, you're seeing me struggle with tokens in Roll20. If someone would be so kind in the comments section of any of these videos to tell me how to unlink monster hit points so that they don't all change the same, I would be eternally grateful. Because that is my big problem with them right now, is that all these tokens are linking as the same thing. There we frickin' go. I think I might have figured it out, actually. Alright. Cool. Fucking finally. Only took me, what, 4 or 5 years to figure this one out? I'm not a smart. So, with that, I will do this. And then I will have to do this. Not that. This. Alright. Oh. That shouldn't be on this layer. Okay, it's not. Alright, cool. So, with that, it's this tunneler's turn. He is going to... well... let's see what happens to him. We'll call it int. Veerzov is going to make a leaping attack, however. Let's have Teardor. Since everyone else is kind of in the air and you're the only one still on the ground.
Hi, I'm on the ground, but I'm on a cliff.
Peace.
You are, but roll me a d100.
Everyone that can fly just said peace.
Nope.
Yeah.
100. Critical
Oh.
100.
Yeah, this boy jumps up and is going to hit you.
Wow, I hate how your numbers work, Brent.
Love you too!
I hate you too.
Also, this is you rolling for the monster's attack, so this is like, your...
I don't know. Look, when you ask us to roll 100s, it could be like for 10 different things.
It really could.
And you change the value of lower is better or higher is better all the time. So it doesn't matter. I just don't know. It just means, this definitely is one thing that's going to happen.
Yep. Never let them predict your next move.
What's that?
Never let them predict your next move.
Yep.
So you're gonna take 18 points of damage, piercing and bludgeoning. As you rolled a 100, so I'm gonna call that a crit.
Oh, so the 100 are the attack rolls
Mm-hmm.
of the things.
For the leaping attack.
Okay. Okay. Noted.
It only has a 25% chance to hit you.
Okay, so 75 to 100. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
And it has a 25% chance to hurt and fuck up itself. So.
0 to 25? Got it.
Well, 1 to 24, technically.
Oh, 1 to 24. Yeah. No, it would be to 25.
Don't worry, I have a solution for this
Oh,
problem.
yeah, 24, or 25. Ow! Anyway. However, there's a problem. The creature can't burrow in this gravel.
That's okay. It's next to me though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
You can stab the fuck out of it.
Oh, no, that's much too simple.
He's gonna
You're
Sparta
gonna yeet
kick
at
it.
The other ones. You're gonna yeet it at the other ones?
No, I'm gonna eat it into the fucking pit of death.
Please do.
But that's its turn.
Yeah.
Altera, your reaction can go off because it's now above ground and you can see it.
Woohoo! And yeah, I was readying an arrow shot, so fuck this thing.
So yeah, I'm just gonna I just put a little wing to say that I'm
Oh yeah. Anybody flying can put a little wing symbol on your tokens to denote that you are flying. I'll do it for Meredith.
I believe the 21
Yeah,
hits.
I wasn't aware that I could actually do that.
21 will hit.
Get that sneak attack, boy.
There we go. Where is my... I don't know where the wing symbol is.
I already put it on your thing.
Oh, well, awesome.
No! Damn it!
But you just said you did it.
Did they all go down at the same time when you retreat?
Except for 2 of them. 2 of them have
fuck?
not. Oh,
Do you
I understood what I did. Okay.
Do you have to
Okay.
like unlink each one of them manually?
Yeah, or I have to I'll have to delete these and then recopy healthy ones. Which will be too much fucking hassle. But I do think that in the future I have actually fixed that problem. And actually I'm just gonna do a quick test to see. So I'm gonna put this one on the map and then I'm going to do minus 13. Yep, so I have fixed it. I have fixed it, but the older tokens that I already put out are still operating under the old rules. Okay. With that, though, this tunneler is going to try to bite at one of these spikes.
Bite the fuck? Okay.
He was not smart enough. He was not smart enough to get out of the way, and he knows that something hurt him. So he's gonna try to bite at whatever's above him on the ground, and he fails utterly. So waste of his turn. Altera, you're up.
Yeah, you can shoot the other thing again, or wait for another.
We still haven't seen the really big one yet, though, right?
No.
Not yet.
Ugh. And how far down is it from me right now?
You said you were 20 feet up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's exactly down 30?
Yeah. Well, this one is down 20. Because it's at the top of the gravel quarry
yeah.
with you.
So I'm gonna fly down next to Tyriador and stab it with a rapier.
Alright, go ahead and move yourself.
I'm basically just gonna go the one over, and I'm just gonna be 5 feet above Tyriador. So I'll
Okay.
just set myself right there.
Please do. Because sadly, I can't do 3 dimensions.
Yet.
I mean, you know, Roll20 will implement a lot of things, I'm sure. Especially with D&D Beyond implementing their own tabletop systems
Yeah, that's
eventually.
dead.
It certainly is.
It's like,
It
you're like a
Yeah.
fucking.
Just kick it into the pit while you stab it.
Basically. And I don't really have a whole lot else I can do with any of my other actions, so that's gonna be it for me.
Alright, Altera, roll me a D100, please.
Ooh, these things are gonna try and go out over the. Oh, that's it. 89.
Well, it is going to leap up into the air. As it launches itself up. And is going to hit you. But it is
This
going
thing's
to
gonna
land
go-
terribly.
These things have some verticality on them.
These things have a
Right.
very specific range on them. But anyway, 89 will hit, leaping attack. It's a D. It's actually 2D. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D.
No, not 2D. not the
Altera
5D.
is taking 13 points of damage as this thing lands and cannot burrow underneath the gravel because of how these creatures burrow.
it can't make it through the rock.
Don't these things like vibrate themselves so they can go into the earth?
Mm-hmm. Problem with gravel is that it's a lot harder to vibrate rock than it is to vibrate dirt.
Yeah.
So, Mayhem.
Darlings, I am going to go another 20 feet up, so I'm 40 in the fucking air. Because Altera was at a similar range, but she did.
She is only 5 feet above the ground, so.
Yeah, she did go lower. So, just in case of these bitches getting verticality on them, I'm going to go 40 up. I am going to take out my short bow, and I'm going to fire at the bitch.
At which bitch?
The bitch that is visible.
Very well.
And for twang,
17 will hit.
8 damage.
8 damage it is.
And, you know, because our little Minotaur enjoys doing creative scheisse, Theodore, you need to tell me more about the fox hunting, darling. It must be wonderful. Go ahead and have an inspiration.
Wait, how do you know about the fox hunting?
I heard you last night.
Damn it. I didn't talk about it, though.
You talk in your sleep.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, that might be true. You have no idea.
Again,
here's
the only one that stays awake all night because he can't sleep.
Truth. But with that, it is now Meredith's turn.
I'm tired.
We all are.
No, I sleep through fox for like a whole
It's
week.
4 a.m., Matt. I'm powering through it. You can too.
I know.
We believe in you. Callie! Did we lose a
Muted,
Callie?
of course.
Okay.
So we have a little lip on this like cliffside, right?
Yeah, that's kind of where the.
I'm assuming it was flying because I dropped all the pitons or
Yes.
the little spikes.
Yes.
So I'm probably fine to go do a little charge here.
Yeah,
one,
you're able to do a
2,
charge.
3.
I'm gonna go ahead and say bonus action rage,
Awesome.
Okay.
and then a full-on reckless attack.
All right. So for cat and coin,
For cat and coin.
roll it.
Alright, let's do this.
Drug dealers, movie directors, nerds. Roll it.
19.
So for 19, definitely hits. Yeah, this thing's dead.
Oh,
Dead.
good God, you're a train.
Yeah, when she does the thing, she hits like a truck.
And then, because I don't have many, so I used 15 foot of movement. Could I fly down about here? And, for the end of my turn, because I used my bonus action and everything, so.
Sure. Anything you're doing down there
Actually,
specifically?
I'm sorry?
Anything you're doing once you get there?
Well, I don't have any other actions because I use my rage to it. I use my bonus action to rage. I use my attack to, well, attack. And the cat can't take actions when I'm using him as a mount.
Okay. Did you
technically.
land on the ground, or are you still hovering in the air?
I'm intentionally landing on the ground. So if you want to do anything, just make a loud noise when I'm landing.
Okay.
The takes an
Thud.
action. If you don't tell him anything, he takes the dodge. Yeah.
Yeah, so the thing is, if he takes... It's kind of weird because I have to take some action. If I use my bonus action while he's mounted, because the mounted rules take over,
Yep.
he
Oh.
does... Yeah.
Yeah, me and Callie sat through and kind of went over the quirks of her character.
Yeah,
and the
the
whole
mounted rules are
mounted...
weird.
Hey, one
Particularly he
D&D,
takes the-
why don't you actually fix the mounted rules instead of implementing rules that nobody likes? Is that shots fired? I think that shot's fired.
I mean, I like the background changes. It's already a good start.
I more meant the, nerfing paladins
yeah.
and rogues for no reason.
Paladin I get, rogue I don't get.
Stop nerfing marshals. Paladin is a marshal.
Yeah. It's a pseudo martial, but it's the best one, so I can see why it's getting a nerf bat. I don't agree with it, but I see why.
But anyway, so now that you've landed, some things happen here.
Yep.
Alrighty. Roll me a D100, please.
$82.
It does hit.
Don't want to roll high, people.
I'll let you roll your two. I'll let you guys roll the damage for these things now. That way, it's completely in your hands.
No.
One quick question. Is it
Yes.
targeting me or the cat?
Technically, it's targeting the cat.
Alright, so the cat is... Yeah.
The cat benefits from your rage right now, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
It's a tough kitty cat. It's actually weirdly tough.
But
Yeah,
go ahead and roll
it's like
2d8 plus. It'll be plus 4 on top of that.
Good lord.
Oh yeah, these things when they can land this attack hit hard.
That's why they only get a 25er.
Mm-hmm. And that's also why it's this is their special ability. Otherwise, their regular bite is no stronger than a regular sword, and that's only a +3.
So, who's rolling it?
You.
Roll
2d8 plus 4.
2d8, and then just add the 4.
Yeah, we'll add the 4 after.
So,
so
that's
that's 6.
totals, that's 6 damage.
Yep. And then it gets to burrow. Because of position, it will burrow and disappear as it passes. But where you put yourself, there's a high chance that if these guys miss, they're going to just go straight into that pit.
Yeah, and the intention was to lure it for the rest of the party.
Yep. Go ahead and roll me another D100 there, Meredith.
30.
That is a 30. That misses. And
In the pit.
I'm gonna have you roll another, or actually, heads or tails, Meredith.
I'm gonna roll 1d100, and 50 is tails. Anything above 50 is heads.
Fair enough.
Tails.
All right. And you, which one did you want? Is the better question.
Oh, that's tails.
Okay. So then, in that case, this one, because it missed, and because of the trajectory it had to move, and because of the leap, it does go straight into the pit. So, the pit is 20. I said it was 20. 20 or 30 feet deep?
I think you said 30.
Okay. So
Tyrador can't get out of it.
Right. So 30 feet deep, and then let's see. There's spears at the bottom. Damage of a spear is what?
The D6 one-handed, D8 2.
So we'll call it a two-handed, because it's a fucking implanted in the earth. So Tyrador.
Yep.
Roll me a D8, and Meredith, roll me 3D6.
All right, 3d6 coming up.
For the fall.
Yeah, that's one way below, two way above.
2.
Alrighty, and so it is also going to be considered restrained, grappled, pinned, basically.
Impaled.
Yeah, impaled. The new condition, impaled. Actually, you know what? I actually do have an impaled condition. So I will be displaying that.
This is a dumb question.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna build a trench, friends?
Let me read something here.
Let's impale some tunnelers. What the fuck was that?
That was me breathing.
So
Okay, yeah, no, never mind. Well, kind of, never mind. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that deals piercing damage, you can reroll one of the attack's damage
you
dice.
didn't hit it.
Okay, I didn't
It's not
think
an
so,
attack.
but it was kind of an odd scenario since I had to roll for it.
So
There you go.
so I am debuting this condition. I honestly didn't think I would be debuting this condition so early. This is the impaled condition. So basically, when a creature is impaled, it acts as if it is restrained. However, at the end of its turn, it must make a strength saving or a strength check. The DC is a DC 14. No matter what, it's just impaled. So, in order to either rip itself free of the impalement or get off, it's a strength check of DC 14. However, upon failing the check, the target takes 1d4 damage, as it has actually further aggravated its own wound. I had planned to implement this with certain creatures that are going to come up later. I didn't think it would be so soon, but I'm super happy that I get to debut this new condition for the Wildlands, because rhinos suck. Basically, if a creature has tusks, it can impale you. And in this case, launching yourself at, in falling down onto spears definitely seems like impaling. So, Meredith, go ahead and roll me another D100.
Alrighty, Wildlands.
Oh lord. 24. Oh, it's fucked up.
That is a fucking miss, so it goes straight into that pit. Go ahead and, Matt, roll me 2d8, and Meredith, roll me 3d6.
This one fell into
Almost as
more
good as the
spears.
last one, much better on the bat.
I'm going to take that second roll, because I'm kind of confused as to why I rolled it twice. So, alrighty. So there's 2 in the pit now, who are impaled. Meredith, roll me another D100.
Just in the fucking train of people.
Well, see, here's the thing, is... A 37? Yep. Here's the thing, is they know food is there. And
They don't
they
know
just keep missing and don't know where the pit ends or begins. So that's another miss.
That's showing you for a learning, you pig bitches.
Go ahead and Teardor, roll me a d8 and Meredith 3d6.
Okay. By the way, down in the pit, are they rolling around just in oil and blood now?
I mean, technically.
Hey, Theodore, you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, of course.
We just torch?
So that's a total of 15 altogether, and more impaled. Pretty much anyone in this green square is going to be impaled.
Yeah.
Meredith, D100, please.
How many of them are left? Fucking hell.
Well, there was 10 of them, and I kind of set myself up to be bait.
And that's another one down. D8 and 3d6.
DM,
Yes.
can I spend my reaction to start going? Another one bites bit.
Sure. Matt, D8, please.
How many again?
Just one.
One? Okay.
I am going to roll for these last two. 'Cause
See if they
these-
figure it out.
and they have. Unfortunate. So, this one is going to
Did they
move
figure
to
it
this
out?
side. And he's going to launch himself at you, Meredith. Go ahead and roll me a D100. That is an 8. So while it did not fall into the pit, it does leap.
To make it to the wall, right?
Poof!
Hit its head.
It smashes into the dirt and the gravel and just, is stunned for a round. So he did figure out the trick. It's just that, he fucked up the execution. So I'm going to put stunned. This one, however, is a little bit smarter than that. As it's just going to move up and it's going to bite the cat. Not exposing itself to the attack, but I don't think a 12 will hit.
No, it's cat is a
Cat's
reckless.
14.
Yeah, you'd say cat's a 14. Yeah,
Yep, so. Teardor, you're up.
maybe more because I didn't figure out what happened with the scales, but we'll leave it at 14 for now.
We didn't do
You
it
haven't
fully
finished
yet,
it.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
so- light this bitch.
Teardor?
Grab a torch and toss it in.
Alrighty. Action to light the torch. Free action to drop it down the pit. Boom! Let's see. Flask of oil. Flask of oil. Oh no, I heard oil! That shit mine! You can tell I watch a lot of trash. But it's okay. It's fantastic trash. So, let's see here. Oh, good. 5 points of fire damage just off the bat. So,
That's a lot of them dead considering the
This
damage
one?
we did. At least as far
This
as I
one?
can tell.
and yeah, no, those two are the only ones that did.
The oil burns for 2 rounds. It deals 5 fire damage to anyone that enters the area.
Yep.
Once per turn.
Yep.
My turn.
Alrighty.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, he did the thing. This tunneler is going to bite at the cat. That is a 7 to hit, which does not. Autera, you're up.
I'm going to fly above the pit now and up another 10 feet. So 5, 10, 15. So that'd be since the pit itself was what, 10 feet deep?
30.
30? So that'd put me at about 40 feet in the air using 25 of my 30 movement.
Yep.
And, I like Tyriodor's idea. I'm going to throw down my flask of oil too.
Oh no.
5 more
I've got 2
fire.
of them. I'm going to just drop one.
5 points of fire damage to all these guys again. Which loophole on getting it to feel that damage.
Fire plus fire equals
Equals
more.
more fire. And then the one that's outside of the pit, I'll shoot an arrow at.
Yeah, I'll say that was a I will say that was your. You could do that as your roguish action. Go ahead and shoot.
Yeah.
An
It's
11
the
will
stunned-
not
it's
hit.
the stunned one, isn't it?
Oh, it's a stun. So technically, I think that's advantage.
Yes,
Yep.
it is.
So let me roll
Yep.
it again.
Incapacitated. Attack rolls against it
Yeah,
have
no.
advantage.
Way, 11.
Wow.
That arrow is not hitting.
Nope. May, you're up.
Right, so the darlings inside the pit are burning up. I'm gonna shoot at the one that Auria was shooting.
Okay.
Try. Yep. Nope, I don't.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Bloody hell. Anyway, darlings, I just waved to Auria as we're on the same height for the fucking first time. In the air, at least, as I don't fly. And I will pass the turn.
Alright. Meredith, you're up.
Alrighty. Gonna go ahead and move back. It does get an attack of opportunity.
The incapacitated one, it does
The
not.
stunned one.
Stunned, is it also incapacitated? I forget.
is.
Oh, it's also incapacitated, so no reactions, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, cannot take actions or reactions, so.
Cool.
Yeah, alright. Never mind. So that works just fine. Let's go. This. 2, 3. And you know
However-
what's gonna happen.
However, there are two of them near you that will get attacks of opportunity.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and roll with that, because I'm hoping at least that they fail their checks and
Well,
same thing.
that's two 17s to hit the cat.
Oh, they do hit the cat, so there's no misses this time.
So that's a total, for both attacks, that's a total of 7 points of damage.
7 points, and then reduced by half.
That's already reduced.
Okay, then 7 it is. They get their ability now since they're below half HP, which is half my HP again, is temp HP.
Nice.
Rounding down, so I think that's a 7. Wait, no, it's actually a little more. It's close to 11. I basically have more HP than when I started, almost. It's a little bit
Pretty
short. And then I'm going to, because they used their reactions already, 1, 2. So, for Captain Coin?
For cat and coin with advantage. You didn't even need to reckless to do this.
Yep, no, I always reckless attack, though, as a rule.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
stated that
Or
on multiple
declare it,
occasions.
Then, yep, for Cat and Coin.
Yep.
I'm calling myself
24
out
it
on
is.
that. Yep.
Joe, it's dead. Did you say that's poor?
He's not dead, actually.
So I get to re-roll the 2.
Yes, reroll the 2.
Just end its poor existence.
Actually, wait a minute.
That's Piercer, the feat.
Do the piercer.
No. I'm, okay, no, that's unconscious. That gives them auto crits.
Yeah, unconscious and
Yeah.
paralyzed.
Yeah, no, so this is only stunned. So
So
that
it's up to
becomes...
15, that might do it, actually.
It's 16, yeah, 16.
Oh, is it 16?
16?
2 into 5 plus 3, yeah, you're right, it is 16.
Yep. So, it is actually still alive.
Oh, wow.
Very injured and looking to be on death's door, but still alive.
You know what? Screw it. Oh, I got a bonus action as the kitty cat, so I'm gonna go ahead and move into range.
Alright.
So let's go ahead and take that last movement and give the kitty cat an attack.
Alright.
Wildlands. That's why I didn't bother using my bonus action to disengage. And... where is it? The old cat.
The cat does the swipe.
Yep, does the swipe. Advantage kitty cat.
12 will not hit.
Damn it.
Its rubbery armor is just too thick.
Yep, the cat's claws just it's harmless. Do I stay here and be bait for longer? Yeah, probably. It's probably best I do it, so... I'll go ahead and wait.
Alrighty. This tunneler is going to launch itself, so
Okay,
roll a d100.
It's going to take 5 damage.
No, wrong one.
It's the other one that's not in the initiative order. Got it.
Yep. It's this one, as
Did
it...
it
And
just-
it can launch.
Did it just lunge itself into the pit?
No, it lunged itself into stupidity, as it cracks its own head on some rocks and doesn't make it to Meredith. Alright, so this one takes 5 damage and is still alive and needs to roll a strength check. And succeeds. He is no longer impaled, but he cannot get out of the pit. Actually, he cannot get out on the sides of the pit, or on the bottom of the pit, rather, but he can start to burrow into the side of the pit. And he does indeed do so.
So he had all the conditions, right?
Yes.
Alright, so it got up from prone. It managed to break the shrink check. Cool. Just kind of calculating roughly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Impale does not induce prone.
Got it.
And he disappears.
When did they make the save? At the start of their turn?
Yeah, they make it at the start of their turn.
Okay, got it.
Because then you take the D4 damage just to start your turn. It is an action to make the check, though. So, at the start of your turn, you make the action to make the save.
Okay.
Because
You have the option to take the action. Okay.
yes,
Just if
if you choose not to, you will just take the D4.
yeah.
But I will put the condition in its entirety in a little handout here in a little bit after this session.
The other
This one is going to burn to death because it only has the 5 HP left.
Okay.
This one is unstunned, but shakes itself out of stun at the end, technically at the end of its turn. So he's still on the earth, and this one will attack the cat. That is a natural 20 to hit the cat.
That does indeed hit.
9 points of damage to the cat. Oh, sorry, it's halved, so 4 points of piercing damage to the cat.
Alright.
And Teodor, you're up.
4 for my temp HP. I mean, I'm taking a beating here, but I've still got 17 left.
It's time for the yeet.
Matt! Are you muted?
Nope, I'm still here.
Okay. You have 2 targets. One is stunned on the ground. The other is just rousing out of stun.
Okay, that's the one that's rousing up the sun, the one on the right.
Yeah. To the right
Javelin.
of Meredith. Alright, Javelin, go ahead and roll.
Okay, 1 second. Using my tiny keyboard.
Your tiny keyboard?
Yeah, I got a little portable keyboard.
Oh.
Like I couldn't focus when I was sitting at the computer. I'm like, fuck it, I'm laying in bed.
Fair enough.
Javelin.
Javelin.
25 will hit.
Kill the bitch. 8.
Dead it is.
10, Just,
+2.
yeah, throwing weapon damage. Yeah.
Yep.
After
20.
the,
It is dead.
thrown weapons damage.
Anything else, Mr. Teodor?
I don't think I can throw a second, so nope, I'm good.
Alrighty. This
Not until
one
level 5.
is going to attack the cat. That is a 12, and it had
Misses.
to expose itself to attack on this one.
So yeah, it misses the kitty cat.
Mm-hmm. Tara, you're up.
Well, it exposed itself, so we're going to give it the full force of the law. Once my computer stops freaking out, public indecency, short bow.
You can take the aim thing.
Yeah,
out of it.
After doing
bonus
the
action,
bonus
take aim.
action, You can't move, but yeah.
I mean, he doesn't.
I
need to
wasn't
move.
planning on moving.
So, but go ahead, aim and shoot. A 10 is gonna miss no matter what happens. So, wow.
The reason you bring it up. Because, yeah, then it limits your movement for the next. Yeah.
But there you go. Anything else? I'm sorry, I'm being
Sorry, I'm just angry after that one. No, that's it.
Yeah, May, you're up.
Shooting the stun.
Shooting the stunned, easy hit.
4.
Alright, so that is going to be 4 points of damage to that one. Alright. Meredith, you're up.
Alright, so there's a stun one. It can't take reaction, so I'm going to go ahead and do... let's do a bonus action kitty cat scratch on the one that isn't stunned.
Okay.
I don't think it'll kill it, but, you know, go for the Hail Mary. And it's just a
13.
normal attack. 10 does not hit.
10 does not hit.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and move away from it. I'll take the attack of opportunity if it wants to take it.
You will take 2, because there are 2 creatures near you.
Nice.
A 19 will hit, though.
And 19 does hit.
4 points of piercing.
So -2.
No, 4 is the half damage already.
Cool, yeah, okay, just checking.
Yeah,
So
no,
that's
sorry.
13.
When
then-
you've got the red dot, I'll just tell you the half.
Sure
For
thing.
you to-
Sometimes it gets lost in translation, so yeah.
Yeah, you're all good.
2, 3, 4, 5. I have to go 5 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. For Captain Coin.
Yep, reckless it is.
Yep. And gonna go ahead and do the thing.
The cat and the coin. Is plenty.
For Captain Coin.
Do it.
20 will definitely hit.
Yeah.
And that's on the one that's not stunned?
Yes, please.
Okay. That is 16
Yeah.
piercing. It is a dead bug. It is a dead worm.
It
There we
is,
go.
Very the skewered.
And I'll go ahead and still be bait.
Alrighty.
And there we go.
This one ends its turn and is no longer stunned. This one is going to surge from underneath the ground, and he's going to try to grapple Meredith.
The Meredith herself?
No, the cat, sorry.
Sure, go ahead.
They can't tell horse from rider.
No, it's all good. I was just double checking.
Or feline from small bearing.
So one thing I am doing is I am going to be playtesting here the new grapple
New
rules.
grapple rules that suck, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, they made athletics no longer matter. Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, what new grapple rules?
so
they decided to make it attack roll based, which is a very bad decision because athletics already sucks.
I mean, it now allows more people to do the whole, grappler thing.
It does. But
And you
it
don't
makes
have
it
to build
for
strength for that.
Literally the one class that could do it. Yeah, it's a bad design, but I get it. Yeah, go ahead. Because you can technically grapple with like a charisma caster now, or like a hex blade and stuff. Anyway, it gets weird. Yeah.
It missed the attack. It missed
So
the
go-
attack, so
Yeah.
it doesn't get it. This one
Would
is
have, well,
even at
what size are
advantage.
these creatures?
Small.
I don't think you could actually grapple the cat.
Is the cat a large category creature?
The cat's a large creature.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
Well, still missed the other attack.
Yeah, there you go.
I keep forgetting the cat is technically a large creature.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how they're doing that with the new rules.
I still am
pretty
going to
sure
operate
still-
under the assumption you can't grapple bigger than 2 size categories,
Yeah.
no matter what they actually come out and say.
I mean,
I'm sorry, a hobbit is not grappling the hobbit is not grappling a horse.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Anyway, roll D100.
Roll.
That is a way fail.
Someone bonking his head.
Yup. Bonk on the head. Hey, Puppet Pal Clam. I miss the Powerpuff Girls, like the good Powerpuff Girls, not the bullshit that they unleashed on us. By the way, if anyone in here likes the new Powerpuff Girls or Teen Titans Go, you're welcome to leave at any time. You are not wanted.
Well, my girlfriend kind of can't. She's asleep.
Unwanted. No, I'm just kidding. Matt, You have 2 targets. 1 stunned, 1 not. Yeah, I called that. Mr. Matt, did you mute yourself?
Please, sir, may you unmute yourself? Mateo,
Oh, no.
did he fall asleep?
I will throw a spear for him. Yeah. Or wait, javelin. He has javelins.
Same attack, but yeah.
21 will hit. That'll be 9 points of piercing damage to the not stunned one. With that being said, Auria, you're up. Mr. Masson. Oh, is he still gone?
Oh, we're losing them all one by one.
Mr. Masson. No. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. He will hold his action to shoot.
Yep.
May, you're up.
Alright, I'm going to cast Fireball. I'm gonna do what I've been doing, shooting the stunned motherfucker.
Yeah, go ahead. Technically, you have advantage. 14 will not hit, though, as its hide is just too thick here.
Yep, that's my turn.
Alright. Meredith, you're up.
Trying to save the resources to fight the biggest.
Please, Callie, for the love of
I'm
God,
sorry.
it's your
What was
turn.
that? Sorry, I completely noped out there for a second. I was doing something. Alright, so this one's stunned, the one nearest to me. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my free kitty cat attack on it.
Okay.
Quote unquote free.
Yeah, you know. I mean,
Bonus
nothing's gonna
action
stop me.
requiring.
Now let's see if they can actually hit this one. Ah, 19!
Yes.
Yes.
5 points of slashing.
Not dead, but certainly injured.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah, it'll
One.
be dead soon enough.
2, 3. 1, 2, 4. I have to go one more back. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 40 movement, so I didn't go past my movement. So for Captain Coin,
Go ahead and roll it.
here we go.
$25 hits.
11, what am I re-rolling? No, they're both 3s. Okay, I'll take the gamble. I'll re-roll one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, 13.
8 plus that plus 12, just enough.
Nice. Dead to the water, and I didn't take any opportunity attacks, so I'm going to take this moment to fly the kitty up 5 feet. Get him off the ground. And that's all my movement.
Auria,
4 forward, so yeah.
you are able to shoot.
Yep, and there is only one I can see. So, take aim and fire.
That
Jesus
will
fucking
hit.
Christ, at least it worked this time.
If it didn't, it was just fate.
And
your
dead.
sneak attack shit.
It's at this point that you do hear a little bit of a shriek as the last one's turn arrives and it begins to burrow away, you then notice a much, much larger shape moving towards, and the little creature is consumed by the bigger tunnel, and it is coming towards you at a rapid pace, and that is where we will end today's session.
Nice.
As you summon Big Mama.
Oh, look, impending doom. Let's end here.
Yo.
Oh, look, it's an anti-tank rifle.
Yeah, we
Oh,
just. I ain't worried.
But I want to thank everyone for playing, and I want to thank everyone who was active in the chat today. Thank you all so much for creating a lively chat. It was a lot of fun to read. Normally speaking, just so I can kind of have this on record, with the D&D stream, I don't interact with chat as much, simply because I don't want to break my players' immersions. But if ever my players are role-playing and, I am not needed to answer anything or to say anything, I will type out some replies in chat. Again,
You've also got some nerds that multitask and do it.
Yep.
Well, fucking Tyler got hit by a truck.
Man, I don't interact with chat.
concerning.
Why would I expect the DM to?
But that is kind of the thing about D&D streams, is that, we don't want to break immersion for our players as much as possible, because, that's kind of the whole point of D&D, is to immerse yourself in a fantastic world.
So let me know if chat ever says I get a rule wrong, because I actually am all about that.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to be as good by the rules as I can be.
No worries. Happy to do so.
Sometimes chat has a good idea.
Yep. But as you guys have kind of noticed, we will be playtesting some 1D&D rules, seeing how they function, seeing how they work, seeing if they're good or if they're bad. And so, sometimes we will be using it, and then once I've decided that, we've used it and given it a test run, I will come out and say, okay, we're not using that anymore. Fuck all that.
When I get my new character, can we do it with the 1D&D creation rules, just kind of see how they play out?
I'm perfectly happy with that.
Yeah, with the leveled feats and everything, and keep it all kind of.
Yeah, I'm certainly willing to entertain the leveled feats and kind of see how that kind of goes.
Yeah, because it doesn't let you pick the best stuff right away, but.
Yeah, no. But those are things I will be giving, because I want to try out the leveled feats. I am going to be basically giving everybody a chance to pick up feats that I think fit their characters or that I think might be useful for them.
Basically, everybody would have one extra one from whatever their background was.
Pretty much.
Basically, whatever free level 1 is.
Yeah, exactly. But, it's that kind of thing. But again, so the rules will be flexible here. I'm also introducing a bunch of conditions. There are a few conditions that I have created specifically for Wildlands itself. There are also a few other kind of tweaky mechanics that I will introduce as they appear. And, monsters will operate differently in some places than others. Monsters you may know or may have new quirks that you've never seen before. Basically speaking, Wildlands is going to be a discovery for my players as much as for you, the viewers. But keep in mind, I always try to keep these rules fun for everyone, and so me and my players will at times, kind of check in with each other after the session and go, hey, was this fun? How do you think this, that, and the other thing? And, if there's a general consensus that we don't like something, then we'll toss it out the window. Because, again, we play this game for fun, not to be rules lawyers. At least some of us.
Yeah, let's say we exactly toss out the window. Sometimes we throw it into the forge and then hammer it out until we like it.
Yeah,
that's also true.
I think that's my main argument with the whole rules lawyer thing, is that, as long as everybody's having fun and agrees to the same playing field, that I'm like, yeah, sure. It's when things get kind of arbitrary that I have kind of some objections.
Yep. But
we mostly try to stick to the rules, and we make alterations appropriately.
Yep. But at any rate, we shall end today's surgery. But of course, I could not do this without my fantastic assistants and fellow doctors. So, immediately to my, I believe that's technically stage right. But immediately to my right is my brother, Crowlot. He is playing our owl person, Auria, the scout.
We have a big worm incoming. It's time for it to eat some spicy candles.
That's actually kind of funny. Then directly below him, we have Mr. Whitehill playing Mayhem, our Aetherborn bard.
It is going to be very chaotic, darling, and I would be very the fuck away from that.
And last but certainly not least is the ever-lovely Callie Cat playing Meredith the Coward, and of course, the old cat.
Yes, you're the main character. I understand.
And of course,
yeah.
and of course, I am your, I
Surgeon.
actually do have an official title for this. I am your King of the Wilds. Dr. John.
A little
Wolfenstein.
pretentious, but I'll take it.
No king.
Really?
Not pretentious.
So that's the one you find pretentious, not the overlord that I have in another one, not the master of the seas in the Vodari campaign.
Through surgery.
Fuck off. But I am your head physician for this surgery, as always, Dr. John Wolfenstein, and it has been my pleasure to show you how we operate here in the Wildlands, and we will see you again at the next surgery.